Hello, welcome back to Tuesdays with Tom. I am Greg. This week, I'm just here with sort of a public service announcement. I want to remind all of you as operators in assisted living and adult residential facilities that COVID-19 still looms. According to the New York Times recent article, COVID-19 as a pandemic is not over for older Americans especially, or for those who have some issues with their health. What we need to understand is that since the beginning of the year, since January 1st, 2023, there have been 11,000 Americans who have died over the age of 65 from COVID-19. While that number is nothing by comparison to the previous years, it's still way too high. And with the addition of other respiratory illnesses, things have become quite complicated. Now, of those 11,000 people, 8,500 of them were over the age of 75. So what can we do to keep our older Americans alive and not dying from a preventable virus? Well, I'm going to recommend that you are vigilant about masking. In assisted living, in particular, in residential settings, masking is still required. So please make sure that your staff, you and your staff and visitors coming into the facility are masking up, doing their best to prevent the spread of any viruses of any kind. Additionally, for COVID-19, go out there and get those booster shots. There are shots still available. There are booster vaccinations that our older residents really should be getting if they're already vaccinated. And if they're not vaccinated, hey, it's not too late. Why not go out and get that done? The thing about vaccinations is that the resistance to COVID will wane over time. And so the booster is important, and a vaccination really has proven not to hurt many people at all, if any. And finally, a really good tip, especially for our assisted living residents and even those living in adult residential facilities, if we can, let's please avoid crowded spaces with our residents. I know sometimes it's fun to go out to theaters and to musical events or other kinds of big events where people gather. But it's those crowded spaces, those tight spaces where people are very close to one another, where we become especially susceptible to getting sick, all kinds of sickness. The goal here is to create opportunities for better wellness. And I would just like to, again, stress that we cannot ignore the fact that COVID is a new virus that is still changing, and it could still mutate into something that we're, not sure of yet. So let's not forget that we need to protect ourselves. So with that said, stay safe out there. Thank you for the hard work that you do, and we'll talk to you again another day. Take care.